Personally, it'd have to be 1995 when we won the first Towns Cup, and you know, back in the day we had nearly been there lots of times, even way before my time. They got to finals, never won it, and that day in 1995 was when we won it and all hell broke loose. Yeah.
I've loads of outstanding memories. I suppose my first kind of memory would have been as a kid. I think I was about 11 years old when we first won the Towns Cup, which was a major event in the life cycle of the club, and it kind of set us on the path to where we are now. And a lot of those team members and a lot of those coaches that were involved at the time, I would have seen growing up around the club, and then I suppose that legacy that they left was something that we were very much in mind to leave ourselves. So it put a lot of pressure on us from a young age that we would constantly achieve as a club, and it was, I suppose, when we started out playing, the club was always successful, so we wanted to give our own success back to the club. It was something that we were very aware of from a very young age.
Me personally, I suppose, as a supporter back in 1995, winning the Towns Cup, that to me was kind of the breakthrough season for the club. And then since then there's been so many successes, both on facility side and on the playing pitch as well. So, but I think 1995 was a particularly strong memory for me.
Yeah. I suppose I have a few memories over the years. As a young lad, I suppose I was being part of the senior team. My dad was the coach, so going to the matches on a Sunday afternoon, travelling to the Athy or Portlaoise and travelling all around Leinster. Home early if we lost and home late if we won. More recently, I suppose, as an adult, and probably a couple of years ago we won Club of the Year. I was lucky enough to go to the awards ceremony that night in Dublin, and our then president Phil Kiley gave a speech about Naas in front of our colleagues in Leinster and the players, and it's a proud day, proud night to be a Leinster, or to be a Naas man. Not one now to give great advice to playing members, but I suppose because I gave up too early myself, but I suppose, look, enjoy it. That's it really, isn't it? I mean, we're a club here, we want to see we've all levels. I know the senior rugby can be very intense. We're in a very intense league and a very serious, but there's levels for everybody, from senior all the way down, so just enjoyment, I think.
Perfect. I suppose that in playing adult rugby now, there's a kind of dignity to it and a purity to it, and that to stick at it from a young age to an adult age, that it's probably one of the few things that you can do now where you're going to be together as a team, as a senior team. There's different pressures on you in life once you get past your teenage years, and I think it's something very positive if you stay as a unified force and give back. And also, I suppose you're not going to be wealthy, or you're not going to get a glamorous life playing club rugby these days, but it's definitely going to give you back something if you put in as much to it as you can. I think there's a poetry to it in a way, there's a purity to it, you know.
Keep going, stick with it, you know. We have some setbacks every year, everybody has, whether it's on the pitch or off the pitch, and as a club, just keep at it, keep going, give your best.
I'd say the most important thing is to enjoy their time here. Make sure not to let it pass them by. In other words, give as much commitment as they can while they can, because when it's over, unfortunately.